is really giving him a thorough going over. Are all judges that thorough?
It's very important that all the attributes are examined. Teeth, eyes, ears,
Ouch.
gums.
Am I seeing right? Why do they have him run away from him and then back up? What's the point of that? What are they looking for?
They're looking for the gait and movement of the dog, and it's very important to see the small angles.
Now, what is that? That's a bloodhound, isn't it?
I'd say maybe in 2 to 3 years this could be a champion, but I just think it may be a tad immature for this year.
Just trying to get a little playing time in.
Great people. They are great people. Thank you very much.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Massive breaking news inside of a news cycle that is already jam-packed. Donald Trump will be announcing his vice presidential candidate today. This is stunning. Many expected that this would happen in the middle of the week. The vice president is supposed to speak maybe on Wednesday. Maybe Donald Trump introduces his vice president. Many had speculated that, but no, it is Monday, and Donald Trump saying he's going to announce his vice president this afternoon, potentially at 3:30 Central Time, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. These things have a tendency to be sort of flexible in the timing, but nonetheless, we expect to be live. This is the breaking news live on Fox. Brett Baer saying that Donald Trump told him personally on a telephone call today that he's announcing his vice president today. And we have some updates about motorcades at specific people's homes. Check this out.
Just got off the phone with the former president, and he said this: I am thrilled that a judge had the courage and wisdom to do this. This has big implications, not just for this case, but for other cases. The special counsel worked with everyone to try to take me down. This is a big deal. It only makes this convention more positive. This will be an amazing week. He said again and again that this was a big decision. He pointed to, Justice Thomas and the questioning in the Supreme Court on this very issue about the special counsel, but seemed to indicate that he thought that this would have implications for other cases. He did confirm that he's going to make a VP choice today, and he said, Brett, there's other surprises to come. So I don't know what that means.
Okay, so if he's going to,
I wanted to get reaction from the former president.
Yeah.
Okay, so the report's out now that Donald Trump will be making his VP selection at approximately 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This according to Reuters. Donald Trump is set to unveil the VP pick, possible names including J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio of Florida, and North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum. Okay, let's go ahead and check in on Marco Rubio. Let's check in on all of the potential candidates here. Marco Rubio this morning posting on X, dismissed at 8:59. He's talking, of course, about the Trump garbage charges that have been brought against him in Florida. Donald Trump having his charges dismissed. This is the last post from Marco Rubio, with the exception of Marco Rubio sharing some of the Trump news from this weekend, reposting some of the epic imagery of Donald Trump and the assassination attempt on his life that Donald Trump survived. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum announcing arriving in Milwaukee. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum arrives at the Milwaukee Airport National Convention. Does he have Secret Service? Is that what this guy is? For sure. I mean, this is some type of security, right? This is security here. This is his wife. I don't think that's guy's security, but that guy definitely is. So Doug Burgum there with security. But what's making headlines across the internet is actually a motorcade that has left the house of J.D. Vance. Now, this is a video that everybody is posting right now of J.D. Vance's home. I'm not sure if it's wise to post J.D. Vance's home, but it is what it is. It's all over the internet. J.D. Vance's home and a motorcade with flashing lights, police cars escorting the black SUVs away from J.D. Vance's home, and J.D. Vance then getting whizzed down the road with a police motorcade, very much like would happen if you were the vice presidential selected vice president, right, from Donald Trump. And Donald Trump has naturally been going back to his apprentice roots here and making sure that that nobody knows actually who the vice presidential pick will be. So many saw this as, whoa, this is massive news. This is Donald Trump's selection. We know it now to be J.D. Vance, and very well may be J.D. Vance. However, we have on the highest possible authority that this is actually a protective detail that was given to J.D. Vance via the governor of Ohio. The governor of Ohio, given the current environment around politics and Donald Trump getting his ear blown off by an assassin, and J.D. Vance having a very high profile, the governor of Ohio, his name is Mike DeWine, he sent Ohio protective services for protectees to J.D. Vance to protect him effectively, which is a very wise move, obviously. The news reports out of Ohio, and J.D. Vance lives outside of Cincinnati, was that J.D. Vance was playing with his children in the yard yesterday. And J.D. Vance has a pair of sons, and he was playing with them in the yard, throwing the football, and that a black motorcades pulled up, and law officers came in and had discussions with J.D. Vance. Many speculated yesterday that that was potentially Secret Service saying you've been selected as the vice president, and we are here now to protect you officially. However, this now, according to Mike DeWine's own office and their communications with our program, this is simply Ohio protectee services that has been given by the governor. Is this all a shell game? Is it a shell game? Has Donald Trump selected Vivek as his vice president? We don't know. We're not sure. Rumors are circulating, and we actually heard those rumors at the RNC that the VP may have changed after the assassination attempt. The pick is not somebody whose name is on the public short list. It could be someone close to the family. Who do you think it is? Well, I can tell you this, that J.D. Vance is very, very close to the family. J.D. Vance and Don Jr. are very close personal friends, and that there's been just a massive win streak right now by Donald Trump. And so why would you put that in jeopardy? By making the wrong VP selection. We like all of the VP options for various reasons, with the exception of Doug Burgum. I don't like Doug Burgum. I've seen some things in his background that make me think that, I mean, when you're a guy who sells half your state to Bill Gates, you're not a good person, right? Doug Burgum does, and Doug Burgum is being pushed by a ton of rhinos. So that's the one person I'm actively advocating against. But I guess we'll all find out very, very soon here. The breaking news this morning, along with this, is that the judge in Florida dismissed the classified documents case against Donald Trump. Donald Trump, obviously, after getting shot this weekend, his VP selection is all the more important, obviously. Donald Trump saying now also moments ago on Truth Social that he wants VP security for Robert Kennedy Jr., because of course you would. Donald Trump, being the man in the arena right now, needs somebody strong to stand behind him and to advocate for his policies. Donald Trump, of course, thanking God alone for his life being spared, saying that he shouldn't be here today. In a recent interview, grateful, defiant Trump recounts surviving surreal assassination attempt. I'm supposed to be dead. Yeah, it's true. Donald Trump is supposed to be dead. Look at this. Trump addresses crowd. He turns his head at the last minute. The bullet whizzed by his head, and Trump ducks behind the podium. There's armor on the podium. Donald Trump saved his own life here. Secret Services deserve zero credit. I'm sorry. I'm a big-time law enforcement fan, and you won't find me marching in any BLM or defund the police garbage. Oh, you'll find me actively advocating against that, but this is like the greatest security failure in my lifetime in America. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, a grateful, defiant Trump. You'll see a grateful, defiant Trump later today. The VP selection is all happening and potentially has already happened, although this isn't Secret Service. You'll see this video on the internet. This is not Secret Service, okay? That's our check-in on what we know to be the list. Will it be Ben Carson? Some other names? Ben Carson, Byron Donalds, other people that have been floated here? We don't know exactly. We're not exactly certain. But this is going to be a absolutely wild run. There are teases that are going out all across social media for this selection, and we're here for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here for you throughout the entire convention. Donald Trump making his pick today. Whew, man, we've been covering this for like a year. So it will be a glorious to finally have a decision. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe now more than ever.